Do you want to end up like an average person? If not, then why do you keep listening to them? Why do you care about their opinion of you? Look, I know that your attention span is messed up, that it's hard for you to focus on an unedited video, but I don't give a shit. This video is not for entertainment. This video is made for you to get value out of it. If you want entertainment, go watch MrBeast instead. Imagine a bucket full of crabs. One crab tries to climb out. The other ones try to drag him back down. The same way as average people try to drag you back down if you try to become less of an average person. It doesn't matter what you do in life, there will be people who will try to drag you down. Let's say that you start going to the gym. One of your friends starts calling you gay for it. He doesn't want you to go to the gym. He wants you to go back to being a fat person that just spends his time playing video games. Let's say that you have another friend that you used to spend your time playing video games with. And suddenly you stop playing video games. So what does he do? He starts calling you a loser. He starts making fun of you, trying to get you back to playing video games. No matter what you try to change in your life, there will be people who will try to get you back to your old life. They don't care if your life is better or not. They don't care about you. They care only about themselves. They do not want anyone to be better than them. Let me ask you this. Do you want to end up like an average person? If not, then why do you keep listening to average people? Why do you keep caring about their opinion if you do not want to end up like them? If you're in school, I know that you want to be popular and all of that, but why do you fucking care about the opinion of average people? Of people who spend their time scrolling on TikTok, watching porn, tapping under their bed sheets for hours every day. Why do you fucking care about the opinion of these people? I remember when I was in school, I used to constantly try to change myself so that others like me more. And the more I did that, the more I ruined my mental health, just my life. Cause if you try to change your life just to please an average person, you're always gonna hate yourself. Now, I've got a question for you. If you wanted to lose fat, who would you listen to? A fat person that tells you that they know everything, that tells you that everyone else is stupid and they have the answer to fat loss? Or would you listen to a person that actually lost fat? Because if you do not want to end up like an average person, if you do not want to be in a relationship like them, if you don't want to work in a job that you hate, if you don't want to end up like an average person, then why do you keep listening to them? Why do you keep listening to the teachers who tell you that studying will make you successful? Why do you keep listening to the fat doctors telling you to go on a high-carb, low-fat diet? When you stop listening to average people, your life just becomes so much better. In the past, I used to be overweight. And it's only when I stopped listening to the fat teachers, to the fat doctors, that I finally was able to lose fat. It was only when I stopped listening to skinny people that I started gaining muscle. It's only when I stopped listening to average people that I started to develop. You see so many fat people try to lose fat and they just give up because of the influence of people around them. Some fat guy tries to lose fat. He starts working out and it's hard for him. And one of his fat friends sees that. He sees that it's hard for him to lose fat. And he tells him, why do you keep doing this? I mean, it's so hard. Do you really want to lose fat? You should just remain a fat person. It's not that bad. And so he gives up. You see so many people start a business and then give up because average people try to drag him back down. They tell him, why the fuck do we want to build a business? Why don't you just want to work? I mean, it's so much easier to just get a job and work. You work and you get money. Why build a business? If you listen to average people who didn't achieve the goals that you have, you're never gonna achieve them. Average people listen to other average people and give up on their goals. They never achieve their dream life. But then there is the 1% of people who do not listen to anyone, who do not listen to average people. They achieve what they wanted. They are the successful people, you know. The millionaires, the billionaires, the bodybuilders. They never listened to average people. They only listened to themselves. Now, there's something else that I want to talk about. You see so many rich people spend their money on cars, on clothes, and all of that shit just to impress average people, because they didn't get enough validation from these people when they were young. So now that they have money, they spend it just to impress average people. You probably want to do the same when you are rich. You probably want to spend your money on clothes, on watches, on cars, but did you actually sit down and think about that? Do you really want to spend your money trying to impress average people? Because if you do, I don't understand why. No smart person is gonna like you for that. I hope you got some value out of this video. I hope you learned something new. Now, if you're still watching, you're different from average people. Because an average person cannot watch this type of an edited video. An average person has an attention span of about 8 seconds. They click on a video, they watch it for 8 seconds, they get distracted, and they click off. But you watched this video entirely. I'm glad you did it, because you have potential, and I want to help you improve your life. That's why I wrote a text guide on how to transform your life. You can get it for free in the description. If you watched this video entirely, I'm sure you're gonna like this one now from the info card. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, no matter what your mind tells you, never give up.